We take that energy and we focus it, and we focus it on what matters, right? And what matters is our greatness. And when you learn to do that and say, what is it? How is this going to help me? What is it I want to do that the whole world doesn't think I can do, right? What is it that you would bring you joy? Because we're not about fighting our whole lives. We're about using this power to something that we can build, truly, honestly build. And most times when it happens, it's something you want to build to share, to help others, to let other people say, I see you. I've been there and I see you and I understand. So, the core theme of what this is about, when the pain, the frustration, the fire inside you, it stops burning you and it starts fueling you, right? The fire is not just pain, it's the anger, the grief, the fear, the frustration, and the part of you that refuses to stay the same. And when you understand it, that fire becomes direction, power, and creation. And that's where it starts to get really exciting. If you understood what I've been through in the last year, and since October, just the last year, but since October, I've got my business up and running. I had to fight like hell to get this stuff done. And I had to do it by myself with a daughter with some learning struggles, trying to get appointments, letting everything slip through the cracks. I had to advocate for myself in ways you can't even begin to imagine. Um, when I tell you that the proof is there, it's in my videos. The proof is there. There's no other thing that I can tell you but that. And when you see it and you understand it, you'll understand why I fight so hard to share what I share. The fire is built from everything you felt, right? The fire is frustration, anger, pressure, urgency. It feels uncomfortable, overwhelming, chaotic. Uh, but it's not here to destroy you. It's here to move you. It's here to show you exactly what it is that you're meant to build. It's here to show you what your passion is, what it means to you. Because uh, when you that anger, the fear, all those that information, the fear is trying to stop you from doing what you do best. Okay, it's meant to protect you, but unfortunately, because of programming, because of stereotypes, other people's projections, other people's expectations of you, um, it created this fear that didn't allow you to do what brings you joy. And wouldn't you know that there's enough room in this whole world and there's enough abundance out there in this entire world for everybody to do exactly what they love? You think this universe wasn't created that way? We just got to learn how to find a way to do it. And we're manifesting, we're doing all these things, but my manifesting isn't just dream it in and sit with it. Mine is these are action, these are grounded steps that can actually help you every step of the way. Orchid Fuge, welcome, welcome. Good morning. How are you? Thanks for stopping in. So it's not about pain. It's about everything you've gone through, right? The kindness that broke you open, the light that came through the cracks, and the parts that felt shattered. When you open your heart, even after dealing with all of that stuff, you're allowing yourself to receive. They're not setbacks. It's opening you up. It's allowing you to receive all of the things uh, that you've ever wanted to do. It's allowing you to say, hey, this is my desire. And God wouldn't give me a desire, something that I really want to do, if I didn't have the capability of doing it. Do you know every single action step? No. But do you know that there's enough energy, enough fire, enough stuff out there to say, hey, I can look into it? I'm really good. I'm excited. My kiddo's back in school. I got enough free time to get some other stuff done. Spring break was long. We tried to keep up on some of this stuff, but man, it kept me crazy. Uh, but it was fun because we got to be outside and we're digging in the garden and all the good stuff. Um, so now life is lifing. And when I talk about finding the balance changes, right? And when we start to understand that instead of punishing ourselves, because at first I was like, oh, I'm never going to get this done. I'm starting to feel anxious. And then I'm like, but you don't even have to do it. You know, you choose to do it because you love doing it. So why are you turning it into uh, you must, you have to? And it actually got to a point where I had to check myself, right? Because when you're used to being hyper independent, uh, you like, got to do this, got to do that, got to do this. So those moments that we check ourselves, it's not about um, it's about understanding our capacity. And it's like, do I want to waste this time feeling bad because I didn't, something can't be done? Or do I want to spend this time enjoying my daughter and seeing her growth and seeing the things that matter? Um, because everything else doesn't matter, right? At the end of the day, what is your priority in this world, right? It's me and my daughter. So when I look at it like that, I was able to take myself from kicking my butt and making myself feel guilty into no, this matters, right? I'm constantly building content, I'm working, I'm building a business, I'm doing all the things. So spring break was a spring break for me too, and it was kind of nice. I still did some work, I just didn't get to come on here, right? I always start with small victories that motivate. Yes, and that's what this is exactly what I'm talking about with the alchemy of motion. These small little tools, these bite sized, digestible steps that a lot of you already do sometimes. The idea is that you don't do it sometimes. The idea is you start noticing when you do it because your body already inherently does many of these things. If you can start noticing it and then celebrate it. Oh my God, I did that. I didn't snap this time. I did this and it helped me not snap. How did that make me feel? That's how we check it in, right? And it's so important to understand these things because when we start celebrating them and empowering ourselves to do them, we recognize we already have most of the tools. And if there's one that we don't know yet, we're not taking away 25 things. Yes, there are things that we're going to have to release, the negative mindsets, but we're changing it out. We're catching it, right? The idea isn't I have to get rid of it or punish myself when I have a negative mindset. The idea is oh, you don't belong here today. I see you telling me I can't do something, right? Talk to yourself. And I don't care what anyone says, it matters because when you hear your own voice saying, I hear you creeping in thinking I can't do this, showing up, I am here but working on stuff. That's fine. I appreciate it. Most times, just listening is good because even if something creeps in there, something good, little golden nuggets, that's all I care about. Um, because the idea is it's all bite-sized steps. So how I had to learn it was messy. It was, backward, forward, crawling through the mud, in the ditch, drowning, still figuring it out. I've just found a way to kind of lay it out a little bit that makes it a little more digestible, easier to understand, and easier to apply in everyday life because that's so important. If we can't figure out how to apply it, because that's what took me the most, I was like, everyone's saying do this, but what does that mean, right? Um, so that's why I'm kind of breaking it down, simplifying it, and uh, if one thing sticks and saves you in those moments from going from 0 to 100, you only go to 0 to 50. You figure it out, you catch it, and you celebrate yourself. Then you're definitely winning. Hi,